Hello kiddos. Well, as we talked about, we were going to start this section on adding and subtracting polynomials. And before we get into it, let's just kind of refresh your memory on combining like terms. So I've got a little skill check here, and I want you to look at these and see if you can get an answer for me. Remember, combining the like terms, you're looking for they have to have the same variable, which all of these do, and it has to not just be the same variable, it has to have the same exponent. So we can combine 4x and negative 6x. So 4 plus negative 6 is negative 2, and negative 2x would be your answer. What happens here? Negative 8y squared plus 8y squared. Well, you can combine them. They're like terms. They both are y squareds. But negative 8 plus 8 is 0, and 0 times y squared would still be 0. Alright, here. What's in front of this a cubed? Remember, an invisible 1. And here's a negative 7a cubed, so 1 plus negative 7 would be negative 6a cubed. Alright, 2c plus 8c, like terms. 2 plus 8 is 10. Okay. Now, I like to do these horizontally. They can be done vertically, but I think that it's still a very simple thing to do, just to do horizontally and combine your like terms. You can still underline as we've done before. So, for example, we can put x cubes together. You can do it different colors, or you can do it, different number of lines. You can put your x squareds together, so I'm going to put 2 under those. Now, I don't have another x, so it's the only one that's going to be like that. If you like to circle things or box them, like I could do these two numbers like this, just something to show that those are the ones that are like terms that can be put together. Okay, it's very important that we notice we are adding. So this is very important because in a minute it will not be adding. So that means look at the signs in front, decide, with your signs, positive, negative, what to do. Okay, let's go here. Negative 8x cubed plus 3x cubed. Get that back. Negative 8 plus 3 would give you negative 5x cubed. Alright, and then we have 4x squared minus 2x squared, which would be a positive 2x squared. Alright, then the x, the 1x there's nothing else to add with it, so it just has to be brought down. Don't get rid of it. And then the 1 plus 7 would give you positive 8. Okay, so we put everything together. This is your final answer. You cannot go further. You cannot put the negative 5x with the 2. Okay, so they are not like terms. They cannot go any further than this because all of these terms left are not like terms. Okay, let's look at another. Alright, do I have another x to the 4th? No. I could go ahead and write that down here. I don't have another one. I know it's just going to be there. Alright. Let's do these as we go. X cubes. Yes, we do. 6 plus 1 would be 7. Alright, x squareds. We have a negative 5 and a negative 3. Negative and a negative, you would get a negative. You add negative 8x squared. Alright, this time, let's do a wavy line here. 1x plus 2x gives you 3x. And then your last one's here, negative 7 plus 1, or whatever you want to do here. Negative 7 plus 1 would be negative 6. Okay, you can pause this anytime you need to. Copy these in your notes as examples if you don't have them already. And then start your video again. Alright. I'd like for you to try these, so copy them down, try them out on your own, get your answer, and when you have your answer, then you can start the video again. Okay, let's walk them real quick together. And the underlining part is just to demonstrate. You can get to where you don't have to do the underline. You just find your like terms and go. 5 plus 2, 7. Is there another p? Yes. 3p and negative 8p would go together. 3 and a negative 8 give you negative 5. Negative 7 plus 4. Negative and a positive, you subtract. Get oops, not equals. No, no, no. Negative 7 plus 4, negative 3. So 7p squared minus 5p minus 3. Okay, what's different about this one? Well, I'm going to start with my highest degree term, which is here. Y'all haven't learned degree. That means exponent, basically, for what you know so far. There is not another z squared, so I'm just bringing it over here. Now, what about just the plain old z's? Yes. You have a negative 4 and a negative 3. Negative and a negative gives you negative 7. Alright, then 7 minus 8 would be negative 1. Yes. Okay, let's see how you did on this one. Alright, there's not another 4x squared. There's not another x squared, period. So, 4x squared. Plain x's go together. Negative 6 plus 8 would be plus 2. And then 3 plus 1. Hope I haven't made mistakes. Y'all will probably catch me if I did. Okay. Look a little further. What's different here? What's different here is right here in the middle, it is not plus anymore. Okay. These will be the kind where I see the most mistakes. So pay attention right here. Do you remember when we were doing positive and negative numbers and say you had 3 minus 5? When you were first learning these, you were taught that any subtraction could be turned into an addition by doing an add a line, change the sign. So 3 minus 5 was the same thing as 3 plus negative 5. You'd get the same thing, right? Well, check me. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. 3 plus negative 5 is also negative 2. So any subtraction can be changed to an addition if you change the sign behind it. So here's how we're going to put that into play and make these easier for you to do. I'm going to erase this down here. Alright. So we're going to change these all to addition. The middle thing here will change to addition, but remember that means I also have to change the sign of everything in the parentheses behind it. So I'm changing the sign to make it opposite of everything it was. And now it makes it more simple by, or simpler, just by having it as an addition now in the middle. So now do the same thing you did before. Now I'm x squared minus 4x squared, because this is a negative now in front of the 4, to give you negative 3x squared. 4x plus 5x gives you 9x. And negative 9 minus 11. A negative 9 and a negative 11 would give you negative 20. Negative 3x squared plus 9x minus 20. Okay, let's do the same thing on this next one. You see minus in the middle, change that to plus, and then change the signs of everything behind it in the parentheses. Now walk it like you did. 10y squared and a negative 7y squared would give you 3y squared. Negative y and a negative 3y would give you negative 4y. Positive 6, positive 5 would give you positive 8. No, it would not. Are y'all checking me? Positive 6 and positive 5 would give you positive 11. Okay, I hope y'all are checking me because it's nighttime and I'm doing these at night and you know how I get. Okay, 10 minus 7 is 3, negative 1, negative 3 is negative 4, and 6 and 5 is 11. Good. Alright, I want you to try these 3, write them down, stop the video, then bring it back when you're ready to check. And I'll give you those answers. So go ahead and walk them, then turn it back when you're ready. Okay, so for this, all right, for this one, you should get, lost my place again, negative 7c squared plus 6c minus 20. Okay, for the next one, you should get negative 2t squared plus 8t minus 4. And for the last one, you should get 4n cubed plus 6n squared minus n plus 11. If it helps, I can come in here and change this for all of you. Negative plus negative, negative, negative plus negative, negative plus plus. And hopefully that makes sense to you. I'm just going to give you a few to try today and see how you do with it. And any questions, let me know.